Hello, Blue and Silver Nation. This is the moment for the Detroit Lions to show what they're made of. After much speculation about adding a new wide receiver this offseason, especially following Josh Reynolds' move to the Denver Broncos, our team has decided to place its trust in many of the players who are already with us in 2023. There is great hope, especially around Jameson Williams, who is ready to shine even brighter this season. However, ESPN's esteemed analyst Aaron Schatz has an intriguing suggestion. What if we add Michael Thomas to our roster before the start of the 2024 season? It's a bold idea, but it might be exactly what we need to elevate our passing game to new heights. Michael Thomas is a name synonymous with talent and potential. Despite a challenging season last year, with just 448 yards and 1 touchdown for the New Orleans Saints, he still has what it takes to stand out. Just remember his impressive performances in 2018 and 2019, where he dominated the field with exceptional reception rates. The Lions have a unique opportunity to bring him in as a reclamation project. With one of the largest salary cap spaces in the league, around $34.5 million, we can afford this gamble. What makes this proposal even more appealing is the relatively low risk involved. Given his recent injury troubles, Thomas would likely accept a 1-year contract, which wouldn't compromise our financial future. And if he manages to rediscover his form, he could be the boost we need to finally contend for a Super Bowl. If it doesn't work out, well, it wouldn't be an expensive mistake, and we would have only spent a bit of our available cap space, which wasn't being used anyway. Moreover, Thomas would add an extra layer of versatility to our aerial game. Currently, Kalif Raymond is projected as our third wide receiver, but Thomas brings experience and skill both as a boundary receiver and in the slot. This means our coach, Dan Campbell, would have multiple ways to leverage his talent, creating advantageous matchups against opposing defenses. Ultimately, our general manager, Brad Holmes, would have nothing to lose by making this move. If Thomas pans out, he could be the difference maker that elevates our performance to a high level. If not, we wouldn't be committed long-term. The chance to turn this opportunity into a strategic play could be crucial for our goals. So, Lions fans, the time is now. Imagine Michael Thomas donning our jersey, making catches, and helping take our team to the next level. Let's support this idea and believe that with him, we could be even closer to our dream Super Bowl. Let's go, Lions. What do you think of this possibility? Could Michael Thomas be the missing piece in our offense? Share your opinions. As a Detroit Lions fan and observer of American football, I can't help but get excited about the idea of adding Michael Thomas to our roster. After all, the NFL is often a game of strategic bets and believing in unrealized potential. The proposal to bring Michael Thomas in as a potential solution for our wide receiver needs is intriguing and, in my opinion, a smart play. He has a track record that can't be ignored. In 2018 and 2019, Thomas was simply phenomenal. Although his recent years have been marred by injuries and underperformance, he still has the talent that made him one of the league's best receivers. With our salary cap space, about $34.5 million, signing Thomas would be a low-risk bet. We could offer a 1-year contract, which protects us from a long-term commitment if injuries continue to be an issue. Furthermore, as Schatz pointed out, with our offensive system, Thomas could rediscover himself and return to being a great player. Adding Thomas to our receiving core would not only increase depth, but also give more options to our quarterback, Jared Goff. Having a receiver with the ability to create quick separation and secure tough catches, especially on short and intermediate routes, would be a huge advantage for us. Kalif Raymond and Jameson Williams are good, but adding experienced and versatile veteran like Thomas could unlock even more potential in our offense. Thomas has the physique and skill to be a reliable target both on the boundary and in the slot. This would give Coach Dan Campbell various tactical options to exploit, increasing the difficulty for opposing defenses. Thomas's flexibility and experience on the field would certainly elevate the level of our passing game. Looking beyond the next season, adding Thomas could have positive long-term implications. If he can recover and perform well, he could become a key piece in our quest for consistency and playoff success. And even if he isn't the star he once was, his presence could help develop and mentor our younger receivers, like Jameson Williams, who is still on the rise. In short, bringing Michael Thomas to Detroit seems to be a decision with far more pros than cons. We have the cap space, the need for more talent in our wide receiver group, and the opportunity to make a strategic bet that could yield significant dividends. The risk is minimal compared to the potential return. If he works out, we could be looking at one of the best moves of the offseason. If he doesn't, we move on without major losses. So yes, in my opinion, the Lions should give Michael Thomas a chance. Let's go, Lions. What do you think, fans? Are you ready to see Michael Thomas in blue and silver? Leave your comments and let's discuss together.